Hi guys, it's me, it's Chelsea. This video is going to be talking more about my own rare disease as part of my Rare Disease Day videos. Basically, a year after I graduated, I was diagnosed with Marfan Syndrome, which is a connective tissue disorder, so it sort of impacts your heart, your lungs, your eyes, your skin, your skeleton, and your joints. Basically, actually, when I was 13, somebody had thought perhaps I had it, a pediatrician. At that time, I didn't fit enough of the criteria, and then the criteria all changed in 2010. That's kind of the thing about rare diseases. Every so many years, they kind of get together the data and they say, okay, well, everything changes because, I mean, more data means more information, right? So, it makes sense. Anyway, actually, the very first person who ever diagnosed me, this is like, I was really young, was a psychiatrist. But that would have been in like early 2000s. So who knows how different that data was. Anyway, because somebody had thought I had it when I was 13, I'd actually had all the preliminary testing, including an echocardiogram. And then in 2010, when I was graduating high school, actually 2009, I had to have scoliosis surgery for my spine. And about a year after I was in the recovery period, so after your body officially is supposed to be recovered, I was still in a lot of pain. So my orthopedic surgeon sent me to a arthritis doctor. I don't know what they're called. And then she made the firm diagnosis of Marfan in 2011. It's not very fun. It's a pretty hard one to deal with. I mean, I imagine they all are. Marfan is just, there's so many things that it can cause. Like right now I have an enlarged aortic root, and that is a heart condition. But however, my cardiologist says it like this. He says, yes, it's a heart condition, but on the scale of heart conditions, it's not a big concern, which is a really ironic statement because it's a heart condition, so it's kind of a big deal. Anyway, and I have hypermobility in my joints, so I can do like stuff like that. Basically means I'm super flexible, but that, unfortunately, did I just lose my headband? That causes me chronic pain. So that's not so fun. Yeah, basically Marfan, they ballparked the estimate at 1 in every 3,000 to 5,000 babies have it with a genetic mutation. So that means from a parent. It's a direct mutation, so you have to get it from your parent. Or you can be the really rare case, and I think it's like 1 in 6 or 8,000 people who has a sporadic mutation. And so far in my family, I'm the only one that has it. Even though I was diagnosed in 2011, I've only just now gotten into genetic clinic, mostly because doctors didn't want to do it, and then I kept having new family doctors. So I've just gotten in genetic clinic. I got my letter of acceptance in like the summer or fall, and then they told me it would be another year after that to get actually to see someone. So your next case is like Marfan's is diagnosed clinically, or it can be genetic testing. And because I fit enough of the criteria, I didn't have to have it genetic testing. That's probably also explains why I took forever to get into a genetic clinic. But anyway, so far as I know, I'm the only one in my family that has it. Hopefully with the genetic clinic, I can actually get a genetic testing done. It's probably going to cost minimum $1,500. That's not covered. So I really, really want this, though. It's really essential, so yeah. It's life-threatening. It's worse if you're undiagnosed. In about 50% of cases, they believe are undiagnosed. You can actually have a heart dissection or aneurysm, and that will kill you. And with Marfan's, with your heart, you can't do any heavy lifting, and you can't do any impact sports, because then you can impact your heart. If I was ever in a car crash, even if it was really minor, I would still have to go get heart testing done. It's very possible I'll have to move one day to be near a trauma center. Because, yeah, my nearest trauma center, or my nearest, like, echocardiogram machine is an hour away from where I live. It's sort of a pretty big gamble to live here where I do, but I trust my cardiologist right now. I kind of have to. Yeah, so I see him every 2 years, so I have an echocardiogram, no more than 2 years. That's the minimum for Marfan's. So yeah, waiting for genetic testing. If I get genetic testing, possibly my family can get genetic testing, and then I can try and see if someone else had it. Because a lot of my relatives on different sides, they have a lot of similar symptoms. Because Marfan's has a lot of symptoms. Scoliosis is one, flat feet. I think it's nearsightedness or farsightedness. A vision, myopia. Myopia is the correct term. Glaucoma is really common with people with Marfan's, and that's a really big thing on my mom's side. Tall people, skinny people. Because, like I said, it impacts so many different things. There's just so many symptoms, and they're so common. Hypermobility, that. So I'm not really sure if anyone else in my family has had it. If someone has ever had it before, they've never died of a heart dissection that we know of. Yeah, so that's my fun story. Good times. Yeah, so I've like tried for the past 3 years to make this video, and I just can't do it. When I was diagnosed, I took it pretty hard. I really did. I fell into a pretty deep depression, and I got totally into the mentality of me against them, and I put myself into my own bloody glass box, and I just resented the world, and I wasn't ready to deal with normal people, so I shut off all my friends from high school. I wasn't allowed to go back to school, because they're like, oh, you have a rare disease, so that's great, so then what can I do with my life? And they're like, well, we don't know. I'm like, well, I'm in chronic pain, that's great. Anyway, oddly enough, I'm a really big fan of Jennifer Lawrence. X-Men First Class came out around the time that I was diagnosed. And it wasn't until I got the DVD for Christmas that I'm like, mutant and proud. Oh my god, I'm a real life X-Men. I love it. Or, not I love it, but that started me on to the path of acceptance. Which is a lot better than deep, dark, and resentful. I will give myself that credit. So yeah, mutant and proud, it's still something I say to this day, on the difficult days. I just really like it. I'm a true real life mutant. Whether or not it's a sporadic mutation or a genetic mutation, I still have an actual mutation. So my superpower is just not anything cool. It's hypermobility of the joints, and that's not so fun because of the pain. So yeah, superpowers not so much. It's something I tell myself to deal with, the thing. So yeah, I'm probably going to keep this as is because I really just don't want to do this again. I'd rather just get this out and done and over with for once in 3 years. So I'm sorry it's long. Maybe I'll make a shorter one later. Just probably not right now. Okay, thanks for watching my story, or listening to my story. I'm sorry it was all over the place. This series is probably my weakest on YouTube, and it's just because it's been pretty hard to talk about. So, bye guys, thanks for watching. I hope that wherever you are, whatever you're doing, whatever time it is for you, you're just having a wonderful time and you're enjoying life. Bye!